So doing a little bit of a comparison of the clutches. This is the clutch that was in our T5 Dreadnought with the nitrous oxide before, and it survived, to be fair. It's only not that much powerful bike, only 16 horsepower. It's then a T5 where it's a Koza clutch, welded, banded. This is quite old school nowadays. This is one of your alternatives, which is BGM Super Strong. I don't know which generation this is. I think there are a few generations on. This one's still with Piaggio style plates. With one of the problems with these is that they've got thin steel centres in the corks, in the friction plates, so they have a tendency to cut into the clutch bell. And this is the one we're going to try. Is the W1R racing one. They've managed to get 5 plates, or 4.5 as it is, and they've managed to reduce the weight as well. So we're looking at, for the BGM, we're looking at 1400 grams, almost 1400 grams for the 1364 for the welded Piaggio one, and only 1100 grams for this, because it's using aluminium Honda plates. And if you look, they're much wider on the ears, and aluminium as well, so they're less likely to damage the basket. But the first thing we've got to do is we've got to modify the clutch cover to get a bit of extra room. So that will mean taking out material here off that, just to give an extra bit of clearance. So all that there has got to go. And also, that's always been done. Normally there's 2 little aluminium ribs that they've already been removed to give clearance for a bigger clutch. Right, so the main difference that saves all the weight is the fact that while the BGM basket is steel and magnetic, this one isn't. I don't know what material it is, but it feels really light and it's really nicely made. The thing fits in it beautifully. It's got no holes in it, so I don't know how it's going to get oil, just by sheer luck I suppose, but it's a really nicely made bit of kit. Right, okay, so assembly is the same as Koza clutch really, but they've got this quite cleverly machined plate that overhangs, so it gives them more space, and these slots are quite deep, so there's enough room for the 4.5 friction plates. Okay, so we're just going to lube up all that before the gear goes on. Nice, okay. And then I'm going to lube up every... Okay, so we're down to the last couple of plates, and lubing them up with SA30 or 10W40 I was told, and the last steel, and then you have 1 half plate to go on the back. So just put a bit of oil on there, and then we can put the circlip in. Oh, you bastard. Right, that's in. So now with the circlip in, you look how much clearance there is on these. Absolutely tons, so I can see this clutch working quite well.
Recording.
Okay, so this is the first time I've had a chance to test out this new clutch, and so this is in my old bike Dreadnought, which my son's now got.
and it's got a T5 Velocity 172, so nothing that really warrants the top of the range clutch. The clutch from W1R Racing came with 2 sets of springs, a set of 10 mediums and a set of 10 hards. So basically we put the 10 mediums in. So now the clutch, it's a bit stiffer than before, but I can still do it with 2 fingers, not quite with 1. But this is what I wanted to show you, which is that how little, there's so much clearance in that clutch bell that I can push that down with 1 finger, so there's so little drag in it, which is really good. And obviously this engine isn't really powerful enough to test that with how it's going to slip. With the Honda plates in there, it shouldn't slip anyway. You know, they've got lots of grip, and there's 4.5 of them compared to, you know, a lot less in a normal 3 or 3.5 in a normal Vespa clutch. Compared to the inside out ones that SIP and BFA are doing now, I haven't had a chance to test one versus the other, but certainly we're at a point now where there's enough good quality clutches on the market, the same as it is in the Lambretta world, that you've just got an abundance of choice.
Recording.
So this engine's only making about 17 horsepower. You do feel a kind of, even with the clutch in, you feel a kind of jerk as you change through the gears. This is the sort of clutch that you should be able to slip. This material that's on these Honda plates should be more resistant to some abuse than cork tends to be.